And welcome back to Schmodown, Movie Trivia Schmodown Reaction. We're in the Innergeekdom match again, the Innergeekdom League, which, you know, geek culture and all that. And this is the league I would really, I feel I shine the most in. Standard movie trivia I'm pretty good at. Innergeekdom I'm better at. And apparently, as we saw with the last video, Star Wars I need to brush up on a little bit. I actually had some legitimate problems with some of the questions from the Star Wars one, but I explained that in that one. Short and sweet of it. They were asking questions that did pertain to the movie, but you wouldn't get the answer from the movie. If you had to look past the movie to get the answer, it's not a good movie trivia question in my mind. So, again, unless I'm missing something and they actually said the name of it in one, like, maybe like the Clone Wars movie. That's maybe where they said or something like that, but I don't remember that. Anyway, I digress. So, we are now having Kevin the Smasher Smets versus Chandru the Chosen. I don't want to mispronounce his name, butcher his name. The Chosen. Smets has been a big name in this league for a little while now. He's no pushover. He's not. And the Chosen one, it's the Chosen, but let's call him the Chosen one. The Chosen one, he's no slouch either. His last game was literally last week. Went 21-20 against I can't remember the other guy's name, but no, he kicked his ass. Well, didn't kick his ass. He won very decidedly, but he won by he had to get his 5-pointer. It was a good match. So we're gonna see how we how this plays out. My money right now, see, this is tough because both the guys are really good, but both these guys can easily miss one. This is gonna come down to basically that first guy to miss a question. Like, and I don't mean like just a 1-pointer. I do mean like a serious question. Like, if the first person to get like 2 points ahead of the other guy, that's probably going to be your lead and most likely the winner. But I haven't watched this yet. Obviously, I don't do that because that's just stupid. Otherwise, I'd be answering all these like that. 100%. So, with Rachel and Mark Ellis, narrating and me putting the volume down a little bit, I got flagged on the video's still up. I can't monetize it because I got flagged for copyright content in there. But with
it is a 3-round contest.
With the volume down, I should be fine.
The field of
as long as you can still hear, which you should. So, I mean, 10 questions, 15 seconds, all 1 point, no stealing in round 1. It's standard rules. JT rolls 3 repeats per game and a challenge.
In round number 1.
So, without further ado,
15 seconds to write down your best attempted answer on the whiteboard.
Okay.
Kevin Smets, how you feeling?
Feeling good. I'm ready.
All right, and Chandru, the Chosen Dhandapani.
Okay.
How are you feeling, sir?
I can do this all day.
Then let's get ready to Schmodown!
Cute, because he came in as Captain America. All right, let's do this.
Asking the first question is the legend. I thought you were a myth. And now you're actually here in the person. All right, Rachel Cushing.
I'll take legend. All right, guys, let's start off with MCU.
MCU, right.
In Avengers Endgame, who is the first Avenger we see on screen and will accept their superhero or their real name?
Oh, boy.
Because there are 2 of those.
I saw Avengers Endgame once.
Only once?
I really liked it.
Then why not again?
I've only seen it once. I don't know.
It is long.
Shame on
I will
you.
say that.
3,
Shame on you, Mark.
2.
Endgame was awesome. Endgame really was.
Hawkeye, Clint Barton.
We'll take that. How about John?
Hawkeye.
They've seen the movie more than me.
I did have to briefly think of oh wait, no, the opening scene.
We move on to a movie I have seen
that was one of the few predictions me and Mark made prior to the movie starting that I called. Like, well, we're opening up with Hawkeye.
Eve classic play out in which Star Wars film?
So what's your favorite Star Wars film?
Oh, boy.
I know, it's the tough question,
always
isn't
go
it?
back to the classic trilogy.
Yes.
I kind of vacillate between Episode 4 and Episode 6.
Wow, okay.
But that Episode 5 is pretty good, too.
It is. And
2.
The answer's 4.
1. Pens down, gentlemen. Chandru, what do you got?
Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
It is The Phantom Menace.
Phantom Menace.
And The Smasher.
Can I get a different marker?
All right. Need a pit crew for Chandru's markery. Hit a skid.
You want your...
These things happen.
Your toothpick there, buddy?
That's right. We need a new pen and Kevin Smets.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes, they just dry out there.
Good to go. It's 2-2. And
yeah, I also know I should be talking, so they also avoid copyright
shit. All right,
shit.
the third question, gentlemen, do me proud, is Middle-earth.
Oh, crap.
In the Fellowship of the Ring, what is Frodo doing while he's waiting for Gandalf to arrive in the Shire for Bilbo's party?
Knowing that Frodo, that could be anything. Okay, left to his own
You just
devices.
sound like you're listening to some rumors about Frodo.
Hey, look, y'all made that dirty. Okay? I just said Frodo's got a lot of hobbies. 5.
I
4,
think this is right.
3,
I could be very wrong.
1. Pens down.
Or means
Kevin's
no, it's
back.
not mine.
Reading a book.
Okay, we'll
I
take
said
that,
hanging in a
Chandru.
tree.
Acid smoking, pipe weed.
It's not a terrible guess, honestly.
All right, so he's reading a book.
That's
all right.
right.
I mean,
That's right. He might
technically he
get
was
high
hanging in a tree.
while
I'm not going to
reading.
give myself
Hobbits
the
do
point, but I
like
guess
to
you could
puff on the
technically say he
Chiba.
was
So
hanging in a
Kevin
tree. He was hanging in a
Smets
tree
takes
reading a
his
book.
first lead, and it is now 3-2. Smets obviously with perfect
Okay,
game.
Smets
If he
has got the
somehow
lead
manages
right
to get
now,
the next
but
7
still
questions
anyone's
right,
game. A
he is
1
gonna
point
have a
lead, I'm
perfect
not going
round.
to
He'll
really
be asked the
call
bonus
on.
question just to him. Point value for that is also
Yeah, as you
1
can tell,
point.
Lord of the Rings,
Your next
not
category is in
my
the world
forte.
of DC movies.
All right, DC.
And your question, what is the name of Morgan Freeman's character in the Christopher Nolan Batman films? Going to need the first and the last name here. First and the last name.
Upping
Don't know
the
that his
difficulty.
middle name is ever revealed.
Ooh,
Do you know it?
I do not think
Damn,
it
where's
was.
the eye go? Hold on.
5. I bet you know it.
But I
anyway.
bet Wikipedia says it does.
3, 2,
Leave it. That's how
1.
you spell it.
Pens down. Going to you first,
Lucius
Chandru. What do you got?
Fox.
Lucius Fox.
That is correct for a
Lucius
point.
Fox.
We were tied
Crap,
momentarily.
I
and then
technically
Kevin
spelled it wrong, but
Smets
come on.
back.
Whatever. I'm sure
In the
they
lead,
really would have
43.
given me the point for just putting the eye in the
All right,
wrong
your next
spot.
question is in the world of Marvel films.
No, I mean, just
in
I see.
X2,
Marvel.
X-Men United, who plays the villainous Colonel William Stryker?
Okay, you want to do that same Star Wars dance we did with X-Men films? What's your favorite?
This one.
Personally, I mean, I don't
Talking
see.
about.
You don't
Is it
see this
because-
guy in a lot
you
of
know,
movies
I feel
these
like
days.
in this one, the X-Men.
I mean, he shows up every
you
now
know,
and then. He was in freaking Pixels. Why
You
was in
could
there? I don't
say
know.
that,
I always
yeah.
like
I mean,
this
the
guy.
title
He's
kinda
cool
gives
and
it away,
he's awesome when
but,
he shows
It
up.
is a
plays
spoiler.
out. Hit a little bit.
One pens down. Going to you first.
A big fan
Smasher.
of
Brian
Brian
Cox.
Cox.
It is Brian Cox.
Brian Cox.
All right.
Nice.
First
Very
one
good
stole
at
the
that
wine.
secession show. We move on to my favorite
Right now, I'm tired with
Geekdom
Chandru.
category, Harry Potter.
Harry
I'm
Potter.
not sure that's true.
It's sad. One behind
love
Smets.
everything about this kid and his friendly pals.
His friendly
Who
pals.
is the ghost of House Slytherin?
Ooh.
The ghost of House Slytherin.
Which
I mean,
house would you be in? Are you a Slytherin? For somebody whose favorite category this is.
I think I'm more of
I think I know the name of him
Aw,
too.
actually, I think
it's
that's
the pirate
true.
goat,
Okay,
or
okay,
like
okay.
the sword ghost,
a loyal
right?
friend right here, Mark Ellis.
It's the only one I
Baby
can
carrots.
remember. 3, 2.
Repeat.
I can do that. Who is the ghost of House Slytherin?
I think I got the name right. It's either
You gotta
one or the
imagine.
other here.
All these houses are haunted as hell. I mean,
Well, take one look at Hogwarts, and I would assume it's haunted.
you combine magic and wizardry.
Witches and wands. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
There's a lot of life after death going on. 5, 4,
It's either
3,
the red or the
2,
dread.
1. Pens down.
Dread
Chandru,
Baron?
what do you got?
Oh, the Bloody Baron.
It is the
Bloody
Bloody
Baron.
Baron to
Crap,
Smets
no, I
have.
didn't get
He
that
does
right.
not, so we are
I knew that
tied.
too.
Wow.
I knew
All
that
right,
one.
then.
And I haven't read Harry
Five
Potter.
apiece,
I've
no
never watched
perfect
them,
rounds, but
movies in a
both gentlemen
while.
competing very well.
I knew that one. I
One
just,
miss
yeah,
each so
I
far.
can't give
6
myself that
questions
one here just because I
fantastic.
knew
These
that one. I
questions
can't.
are definitely
I
going
didn't
deep. It's
answer
a
it
number
right,
one
so.
contenders match. I think they're both doing phenomenal.
All right, gentlemen, and your next
So far, I've
category
only missed
is
two.
in the world of Star Trek.
I'm doing pretty well right now.
Star Trek. In Star Trek
Trek.
Beyond, what is the name of the alien scavenger that befriends Scotty?
Oh God! I
are
just
these,
watched
Star
the
Trek
damn
shows
thing a
on
while
the,
back ago.
Yeah, the CBS All Access app. Yeah,
I
You
will
watching
have
this?
to admit that
Oh,
I have not
yo.
pulled the trigger on CBS All Access. However,
Skip
I am
Patella,
going to for Picard. I'm a Next Generation girl through.
Oh
and
yeah,
through.
he's growing wine and he's got a dog.
I
I'll
know.
watch that.
I'm in.
Pens down. Kevin Smets.
Mila?
Jayla.
Jayla. Does Chandru have it?
Jayla.
He certainly
Damn it.
does as well.
I knew it was
6 to
something
6.
lost. Damn it!
He's
But I give her
gonna
a
know
watch
lot
it
about
for a
Star
while.
Trek.
Or he's not
Maybe
retaining
they'll
the
loan us their
information, I
CBS
suppose.
All Access.
So I'm at 4. I'm not
Next
doing bad against
category
these
is
guys
from the
right now.
DCEU. And the question is, Justice League's The Flash lives in what fictional city?
Ooh. We're not going easy on these guys.
No. We got them on the mats now, and we're going
Of course,
for
they're
the kill
both
shot.
scribbling furiously, so we haven't stumped them with this
Yeah,
one, I
they're
don't
so
think.
good at this stuff.
They are.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Chandru, what do you got?
Central City?
Central City.
It is.
Yes.
Central City.
Central City.
Okay, all right. I'm still managing. I'm only two
All right,
behind. I'm
next
only
up.
2 behind.
All
her.
right,
I'm
your
good.
ninth question, your penultimate question, as Ellis likes to
Hey,
say,
well
All
done.
right.
is in the category of heroes and villains.
Okay.
What is the name of the anime styler version of Spider-Man in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse?
you talk about deep cuts.
It is, but it is an amazing film, and I have no doubt that both of
That's
these guys have
such
seen
a
it
good
as many
movie.
times as I
Spider-Man
have.
I saw
Spider-Verse. It's
You saw this one.
it is. It's just a good movie.
For
It was like,
Endgame.
well, I don't know if it was even in my top 10. It
Two.
should have been.
1. Pens down. Kevin
Penny
Smets, did he
Parker.
have it?
Did you say Anna? I should have asked for the repeat. I said Penny Parker.
That's correct.
Oh,
Yeah.
Penny Parker.
Chandru got. They even
I thought for a
spelled it
second you
right.
said animated.
Oh,
Even
okay.
spelled it right.
So I spelled it wrong, but I'm
Well
guessing they
done,
would give it to me.
gents. All right, one more question. It's 8-8. So regardless of how
6
this
to
last
8
question
in
goes,
this
you should
case.
feel very proud about what you've done here in round number 1.
Number 10. All right,
Your
yeah.
last question in this round is from the category of mixed bag.
Yeah, of course it is.
Reach in. Could be anything. Could be DC. Could be Marvel. Could be White Shoes. Could be a live snake. Let's find out.
Someone should bring a
You'll
live snake
find
on
the
set. That'd be
government
awesome.
organization BPRD in what comic book-based franchise?
I literally watched a clip
I
from
mean,
this
it's one
movie
thing to know
yesterday.
The Flash is from Central City.
It's another thing.
And to be
know
honest, look,
BPRD
it's not a
stands.
great
Those are
movie,
obvious
but
recognition.
it's
Yeah.
not.
No
I don't think
vowels
it's a
at all.
bad movie.
5.
It's
4,
dumb fun.
3, 2.
Repeat.
I can do that. That's your
That's the
second
second
repeat.
one.
You'll find the government organization BPRD in what
Oops.
comic book-based franchise?
Oh, thank God he repeated it. I just
Someone
realized what I
running
was.
the Flash. It's probably like
I just did
5:58
something
PM.
wrong there.
They're like, oh no, we need to know what city he's from. Central City.
Yeah, I was thinking a different one because
what's
that was
the
the actual name.
excuse
Wow,
for,
I'm so glad he gave me 3 because I would have.
Coast City.
Is it real Coast
Or
City?
Gotham City.
1. Pens down.
Hellboy.
Chandru, what do you got?
I said red.
What?
It is not red.
Hellboy.
It is Hellboy.
Come on, dude.
There
It's
it
Hellboy.
is.
Wow.
There it
You ever watch
is.
Hellboy?
All
That's-
right, so a little
that
bit of
makes
a
sense.
hiccup from Chandru, so he stays at
I
8
actually
points.
initially said
Kevin Smets at 9
RIPD.
points. He has a 1-point lead
Wait,
over
no,
Chandru, but
RIPD
this
is
game
not just
could
the name
go
of the movie, it's
either
the
way, and
organization,
once
too,
again,
so that
the
would have been
winner
a
will be playing Mike
really
Kalinowski
bad
at the
answer.
Schmodown Spectacular.
See,
Rachel,
red I
moving
could
on into round
maybe
number 2. What's the
understand.
strategy
Yeah, that
here
one I
when
could
you
understand.
look
But
at
the
round
RIPD
number
one,
2
if I'd actually
landscapes? Do you always like
thought on
spinning
that
first or
a
second?
bit longer, and then like, with
I
what?
used to always want to spin first, but then it
So I'm
became about
I'm
the
doing
game
better
itself.
against Chandru than I
Were
am
you
against
playing?
Smets.
What's
And
your
it was
confidence
really
level
only
after
because
what
I
you just did in
blanked
round
on-
one? If I was in Kevin's position right now, I would probably spin first. get
blanked
that
on,
momentum, but there's
2
something to be said about
questions.
going second, watching what
Wait,
your
I blanked
opponent
on 3
does,
questions.
because
What
then
other
you
question did I
know
miss?
what you have to do in your round.
All right, well, in this round number 2, it is known as the wheel round, the wheel of fate, doom, justice. On
All
that
right, Wheel of
bar wheel,
Fate.
you're
5
going to see
questions
10
from a chosen
categories from
category.
10 different corners.
As always,
of
I'll
the
be just
Schmodown
dividing my
Geekdom
score between
universe.
these
We also
2.
have what every competitor
Chandru
hopes for,
and
spinner's
Smets.
choice, and the
I'll be
fan
in, when I
favorite,
answer
opponent's
Smets questions,
choice.
I'll be
Once
putting
you
it
settle
into
on
the
a
other category.
You're going to be asked 5 questions from that category. Each question
When
worth
I
2
answer
points. There's no
Chandru's, I'll
penalty
be
for
putting
missing
it
a
into
question.
that
However,
category. If I steal
stealing
from
is
one, I'll put it
available
to the other, so
in round
so
number
on.
2. So if you
That's
miss a
always
question, your
the thing
opponent
is.
can
I'll
steal it.
try to
If
write
not
it
sure of the
down,
answer,
but
ask us for multiple
unfortunately,
choice. We'll give
they
you
might
4
answer
options,
it
one
so
of which is
fast
the
I
correct
might not have
answer.
the time, so
At
I
that
might
point,
just
the
have to
value of
answer
the
the
question
question.
goes down to 1. All right, Kevin Smets, you're in the lead. I would normally ask you if you want to spin first or second, but it seems like you've made your mind up as you're standing at the wheel next to
Alright,
some
then
guy.
Round around the wheel of fate.
I'm sorry, that was time.
Wheel of the
Go ahead,
Schmodown. Turn. Tell
Have
this
at it.
category.
There
We
it
will
is.
learn. Any stupid answers to dot? Oh, I didn't know that was. Oh, we coming next week. Oh, that's gonna be a good fight.
Kaiser.
That's gonna be a good fight.
Kaiser looks like an extra in Street Fighter
My money's
2.
on the
He's
odd
got
couple.
3
It's a
The
bows
former
on
bandana,
his
champions.
He just
Mark
goes back.
and Mark and
He's rooting
Draco
on Ken
and Snyder's
to
two of the
defeat
best.
E-Honda.
Oh man, they really oiled up that new wheel.
It could be opponent's choice. It's DCEU.
Oh.
It
Yeah.
is DCEU.
I would take it because
All
they're
right,
all
you
really
wanna
current
spin
in
again?
terms
You
of
wanna
like
keep it?
film.
There's not much he's
But
on in the wheel, so he
I,
might go for
I
something
can
he feels a
understand
little
why
more
someone
confident
wouldn't
in.
want to take it
That's
because
right,
I'm
even
someone
if
who
you
likes
spin
all of
opponent's
the
choice,
movies.
it seems like your worst case scenario would be
DCU?
On
DCU.
some level, I like all of them.
Round
They're
and
entertaining to
round
me.
it
So,
goes.
so
And in the meantime,
yeah, and
Chandru
I
seems
can
to
recognize
have
them
warmed up
maybe
to
as
his
not the
white
best movies,
shoes.
but I certainly don't think of them as bad.
Really good.
Kaiser's
All
not
right,
getting
what
those back.
is he
It's
going
all
to
leather,
get
what?
here? Well, he's
Wow.
not going to get to.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he might get. No, he's not going to get a
Cross
opponent's
dress for
choice.
less,
Oh,
baby.
maybe he might. Hold on. Oh, he might. Oh, he
This
might.
could be
Oh, he
opponent's
might.
choice.
Oh,
And it is opponent's
Technically
choice.
the worst
That's
case
always the
scenario,
worst.
but now the pressure's on Chandru
like you didn't
to
want a
figure out
category.
what
There's
could
plenty of other
possibly
categories you'd be good at. You
stump
spit,
Kevin.
and
That's
then
right,
it's
you
like,
give an
oh, I would
opportunity
just give him the
because you don't
category.
want
Sucks
to have a
at.
swing and a miss.
I'd
So,
give him the
Chandru, what are you
DCEU.
gonna-
I'm confident with that.
Who
Ooh, this
said
should be
it?
fun.
Who said it?
It's basically movie
It's pretty
quotes.
much
I love movie
everybody's
quotes.
least favorite category.
All right, who
Let's do
said
it.
it?
All right then.
Rachel will be administering.
And by the way,
your
if they
elections.
steal from another person, but I would have gotten that question right, I'm just going to
First
keep
to
their actual
All
what
right.
I think their score score would have
Who
been,
said
what
it?
their score would have been.
What Harry Potter character said, "We've all got both light and darkness inside us. What matters is the part we choose to act on. That's who we really are."
So many people could say that. I like the multiple choice.
Is it A, Albus
I'm
Dumbledore?
gonna say Sirius Black.
B, Remus Lupin. C,
I was actually writing it
Sirius
down,
Black,
so I'm saying
or
saying
D,
Sirius Black.
Arthur Weasley.
That or Remus Lupin, I think.
Sirius Black.
That's correct.
You got that right. Yeah.
Not sure if that was a guess or he knew it, but he got the point.
Because I'm like, that's too easy for Dumbledore. No.
Your second question. Which Lord of the Rings character said, even the smallest person can change the course of the future?
Galadriel.
That is correct.
I would have gone to multiple
Well
choice. I can't give myself
about
that
it. He
answer.
knew it. He gave it another hesitation. Then he got.
I already
the
had a
2 points.
Chandru,
I
though.
think Kevin has definitely learned that you take that moment, you check in
take
your
that
head,
extra breath.
you take the breath, and you don't, yeah. Your next question. Who said, I do anything and everything Mr. Stark requires, including occasionally taking out the
Pepper
trash?
Potts.
Will that be all?
Pepper Potts.
Nice.
That's a softball one for this kind of like, let's be
and
honest.
he's doing very well in this category. That again, he spun opponent's choice. This is what Chandru felt.
I'm at
Smets
11
might
right
be
now,
the
so I'm
weakest at.
already
Smets
well above
proving his
Chandru.
worth in a quotable category.
And Smets proving that he doesn't have a weakness. All right, next up. In Rogue One, who said, there is more than one kind of... There is more than one kind of prison,
Chewett.
Captain. I sense that you
His
carry
Erie-
yours
Erie-
wherever
I
you
can't pronounce
go.
his name, but I know it's Donnie Yen's character. Chewett Uwe. Urwe? I'm going to go Urwe. Gotta just say Chewett.
Multiple choice, but I think I know it.
Is it A, Chiru?
Okay, they would have.
B,
Yeah, I got that
Baze,
right.
C,
I knew it was
Jin,
Chewett.
D, General Dodonna.
There's more than one kind of prison, Captain.
Baze.
I sent you.
Incorrect for the steal. Chandru, Rachel's going to give you your options again.
Is it A, Chirrut, B, Baze,
Chirrut.
C,
what?
Jin, or D, General Dodonna?
I sent you carry yours wherever you go.
Chirrut.
That is correct. Got 1 point
Big
steal.
steal.
Good
Big
inplay,
steal.
And that's a big steal.
I
And
keep
really,
him at
that's all
8,
you can
though,
hope for.
because
You
he
give him
wouldn't
who
have stolen
said it.
that from
If
me,
you
so
get one
obviously
steal
I'm
out of
gonna
that,
keep him
I'd
at 8.
say your day is
Probably
done.
the correct move.
Kevin Smets, you still have one
One
more
question.
question.
Also,
before
you know,
who
I
said.
actually got to give myself a
All right.
point on that side
Who
because
said, you
I
will
would have
give the people
got.
an ideal to strive towards. They will race behind you. They will stumble. They will fall. But in time, they will join you in the sun. In time, you will help them
Jor-El,
accomplish
Russell Crowe.
wonders.
Jor-El.
That is correct.
All right.
I'm at 15 on the Smets side of the questions.
Well navigated for an opponent's choice.
That
but
is correct. He said Jarrell. We also would have accepted Nicolas Cage. Says that
no, we would not.
Oh,
on a regular
you know,
basis.
I
So it is
sent you
16 to 9.
carry
Chandru did
wherever
get that.
you go.
Could be very important 1 point steal.
Oh,
Chandru,
you would
the
chew
wheel
my-
is now
my
yours
father
to
before
spin
me.
as
Oh,
you see
my
fit
trick.
with your
Oh, I just went to
huge
Christopher Lee.
medically enhanced muscles thanks to
Luke,
1940s
I'm
experiment.
your
So no
Don't
pegs
you
on this one,
understand?
right?
Together
No spinning
we
by the
can
peg?
rule the
Please do not
galaxy
spin
as
by the
father
pegs,
and
especially
son.
with that serum that they put in you. I mean, it's just
You're not gonna join, are you?
I think that
Yeah.
serum
All
did
right,
its
let's
job.
see here.
right. That's right.
He stays at 8 on my scoreboard only because again he wouldn't have stolen the question from me. I've already got
Round
one
and round
up
it goes, as
on
you
that
mentioned,
score though
Chandru.
because
He's
on
very
that side of
versatile
things
as far as the
because
He is
movies
as
go.
well.
I
It would
answered
be
that question
difficult
correctly.
to choose what to give him should he land on opponent's choice as well.
All right, so it's coming around. It's going to pass who said it, and it could be Spinner's Choice.
Ooh, nice. Now,
He is
unfortunately, I
from
wouldn't be able to
Spinner's
choose the
Choice.
category in
He
this
is at
case, but if I were to
7-point hold
choose
to
a
Kevin Smets right now.
category,
Chandru, what feels
is
lucky?
MCU
What
there?
could
I'd
give
probably
you
go
the lead going into round number
MCU.
3?
It's a pretty obvious one.
Also,
Unless James Bond's on there. I might go James Bond if
that
it was on there.
absolute
Just gonna go straight to Marvel movie? Oh, he's going to Harry Potter.
Harry
Yeah,
Potter.
that's probably
Wow.
understand. That's
Right.
one he's really good at.
And luckily, I have Rachel Cushing here to help me pronounce anything.
All right.
that I
what I
may
do
be
Harry
best.
Potter's not my
with.
strongest, but I
Harry
did watch
Potter
all
it
of them.
is,
So.
Chandru, and you have 5 questions. Each one is worth 2
Whereas
points.
Lord of the Ring, I actually
Your
never
first
fully
question.
watched the third one.
What is the name of the centaur that aids Harry in the Sorcerer's Stone?
Friends.
Give him 2 points.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten that one.
You know, centaurs, you don't really like looking at them at first, but they can be very valuable. Your next question. In Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, who gave Hermione Granger the Time Turner so that she is able to take more classes during her
Dumbledore.
3rd year than time would normally allow?
I'm just gonna say it.
Minerva McGonagall.
There you go.
Oh, it is
Professor
Minerva. Oh,
McGonagall
no.
it is.
All right
And
then.
who'd want to take more classes?
Yeah.
Okay. Next up,
Not good.
what is the name of the half-giant witch who serves as headmistress for the Beauxbatons Academy of Magic and the Goblet of Fire?
Please don't ask me to
I'm
repeat
so proud
that.
of you
Thank
for
you.
pronouncing that well.
It's my Cajun roots.
Madame Maxime.
There you go, Madame Maxime. It is.
Again, these are multiple questions I need multiple choice on.
Chandru, this is what you expect when you get Spinner's Choice. He's got a perfect round number 2 thus far. His 2 questions remain. Your penultimate question in the world of Harry Potter, Chandru. First introduced in the Order of the Phoenix, what is the name of the house elf that serves the House Black?
God. I do not know.
Creature.
It is
Creature. I'd say
for 2 more
Creature.
points,
No, I did
and
know that,
gives
but
him
there's no
the
way I would have been
lead
able to know off
over
my head.
Kevin Smets.
I like that little
One
just
question remains,
nod Smets is getting.
and that is
All right,
well, Harry Potter. What is the name of Dumbledore's baby sister that we first learn about in the Deathly Hallows films?
I mean, I know Harry Potter, okay, but these are questions that I would have had to review them previously.
Ariana.
2 more
No, I
points.
challenge it. He said
He
the
said
first name.
Ariane.
He said Ariane first. And then you can't say a wrong name
Okay,
and
that's
then
a
say the right
challenge?
name. I challenge that, please.
It's a challenge.
I waited.
Yeah,
for
that's
the
fair.
entire- Yeah. I mean, you didn't say anything between the 2 names. I was,
Okay. All right. Challenge is on the board.
Yeah,
We'll
no,
do it right back
no,
on the
Smets is right on that. You, of course, Chandra's also not wrong. He didn't correct him otherwise. So yeah.
All right, we are back. We had our ruling. So the ruling is that Chandru did answer incorrectly. So he answered incorrectly first. And so Kevin Smets would normally get a steal
Can I?
opportunity.
Can I? Because I know the answer.
but I corrected myself before
You
anyone
did
said
correct
anything.
yourself. This has all been factored in. However, the ruling is that it was an incorrect answer. And so, Kevin Smets, because we had to make a ruling on it, we're going to ask you a different question that's worth 1 point.
For me?
Yes.
Okay. Same category.
That's
Excuse
fair.
me. It's going to be worth 2 points.
That's
points.
fair.
Should
And you
be
can,
worth the same
yeah,
number?
I know. Look,
It's the same
Chandra, I know you
category.
can be
what was the
upset
correct
about.
answer on that one?
Ariana.
Ariana. Yeah.
I said okay.
You said
You said
Ariana.
RN first.
Yeah.
I heard it, dude.
All right.
Like,
Your question.
you gotta know, you gotta be careful not to misspeak on these things. And I think
2
that's
points,
fair. He doesn't get a full
for the
2
steal.
point steal, but he gets a full 1
What
point steal.
spell does Harry find written in his potions textbook, which had previously been property of the Half-Blood Prince?
Sectrum Sempra.
That is correct
I
for
wouldn't-
2
I didn't
points.
mispronounce it.
and
I knew it, but I
very
mispronounced
tough
it. So they're
way
tied.
To end
Yeah, that was a
round
1 point
number
question.
2, but that's how it goes 18 to 17. So now we move on to round number 3, and round number
I
3
thought he only got a- wait,
is
what?
the round that
Then
will
wasn't he at,
decide who is playing Mike Kalinowski
wasn't he at
the Schmoedown
16?
Spectacular.
Oh, no, yeah, he was at-
Rage.
well, yeah, wasn't he at
The way
16?
that round number 3 works
Why did
is
he get a
each competitor is
2-pointer?
going to give us a series of numbers. These numbers can
I
range
thought it was just
from
a
1
1-pointer. Oh,
to
whatever.
15.
I mean, I didn't get that right, unfortunately. So, unfortunately,
numbers correspond to a different
I'd
category
lose to
of
Smets.
Innergeekdom
But
know-how.
to
The
be
first
fair,
question here
I'd lose
is
to
gonna be worth 2
Smets.
points. The next question is worth 3
And
points. The last
he has
one, if we get
17
that far,
compared
is
to,
worth
not 18.
5
Or excuse me, he has
points.
6.
Kevin
Should say
Smets,
Chandru is
you find
has
yourself in a 1-point
16
lead
to me, not
going into round
17,
number
because
3,
I
so
would
we're
have
gonna
answered
get
the
your
question
3
right,
numbers
and
first.
he wouldn't have stolen
What feels lucky, sir?
Let's go 7.
So I'll still
and 4.
answer those questions on his
7,
side,
1,
but
and 4.
yeah,
All right.
I
and
wouldn't have
Chandru.
chosen Harry Potter, obviously.
Let's go 10 for the 10 movies Steve Rogers has been in. 11 for the 11 letters in his love interest name, Peggy Carter.
Wow.
And 13 for Agent 13, his girlfriend/niece.
I hope one of those are my questions.
Girlfriend/niece.
Thanks for the free studying.
All right, so Chandru, you're going to get your
Wait, do we
2-point
know
question
that's his
first.
niece?
Your
I
question's
mean,
going to be asked by
yeah, I guess
Rachel. I'll be
kind
asking
of.
Kevin his. So Rachel, Chandru said he wanted number 10 because Steve Rogers has been in 10 MCU movies. So what's
Really,
his
I'm only going to
category
be
for 2
focusing on
points?
Smets questions
By
for my
coincidence,
score.
it is
because
MCU. So for 2 points,
yeah,
Chandru. To whom is Tony Stark talking to when he says, "The Avengers, it's what we call ourselves.
Loki.
Sort of like a team, Earth's mightiest heroes type thing."
Loki.
That is correct for 2 points.
2
That's
points,
a
and
softball.
Chandru.
I mean, granted, they're all.
Very tough
Some of them are
ruling in round
softball, some of
number
them are not.
two.
Just
Now
all
has
that you
reclaimed
know
the
it, but
lead
that's let's be
in
honest,
round
that's a
number
softball.
3 as we pivot over to Kevin Smets
All
for
right,
his
this is the one I'm
2-point
actually
question.
answering
Kevin,
now.
you selected number 7, and that corresponds to the wonderful world of Middle Earth.
Ah, come on.
And your question. For 2 points, at the end of the Battle of the Five Armies,
All right, I know this.
Legolas tells Thranduil that he must leave. Who does Thranduil tell him to seek out in the north?
Aragorn. Or Aragorn.
Strider.
2 points,
Oh,
and Kevin
Strider,
Smets
okay.
has the lead
Technically, I know.
once again, and so we go
I'm
back
going to give myself
Chandru
that
for
point
his
because it's the
3-point
same damn
question.
character. Maybe
Rachel,
he tells
what's
him
his
that by
category?
name, but let's be honest, he's telling him to seek
Heroes.
that out. So I'm giving myself that point. You can argue
And
that
for
if
3
you want.
points, who played the title hero in the 1996 superhero film
Billy Zane.
The Phantom?
Billy Zane, one of the best superhero movies ever. Don't you deny it. Billy Zane, baby, Billy Zane.
5, 4,
Billy Zane has been on a hot
3.
streak for a little while.
2.
Don Cheadle.
That is incorrect. It is Billy Zane.
Billy Zane.
The one in the purple
Right.
scat suit, man. Come on, Billy Zane.
Still has his 5-pointer.
Still has his
Who doesn't
5-pointer.
love a little bit of
And
Zane?
so, Chandru,
Man,
you have
I
your
am so
5-point
disappointed in
question. If you get this right, you're going to force the hand of Kevin Smets to answer both his 3 or his 5-pointer for the win. If
He
you get
needs
it
to
wrong,
answer.
Kevin
He
Smets
needs
will
to
be competing
answer
against Mike Kalinowski
5
in the Schmoedown
at minimum to win, but he would have to
Spectacular
answer
live
both
downtown
anyway.
All right, Chandru.
Or at least be
for
asshole.
5 points. Who Chandru, your category is scores and soundtracks,
Oh,
and your
God.
5-pointer is who composed the score for Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince?
You're a Harry Potter guy, so have fun with that. I don't know.
5,
Sylvester what was
3.
it?
Repeat.
Alan Silvestri?
His last JTE rule.
No, Alan Silvestri.
For 5 points, who composed the score for
Oh man,
Harry Potter
he
and
looks
the
he's
Half-Blood
looking a little
Prince?
emotional there.
Five, 4, 3.
Nicholas Hooper.
That is correct.
Oh, good for him.
Wow.
Good for even
pull.
Smets like good pull.
A lot of
Good pull.
emotions were on that face.
Yeah, it really was.
You know, he was. You could tell he wasn't just like doing a Bateman where
You
he
talk
like
about reaching
pretends
way
to not
into
really
your
answer
bag
till
of
the end
tricks
of the
and pulling
question
out
and then answer. No,
Nicholas Hooper.
he was
I don't know that
legitimately
Nicholas
struggling to
Hooper
think of that. It's
ever
like, am
knew
I
that he
sure
would
this is
be
my
in this
last chance?
situation, but the right
Well,
word,
Smets has to answer both
the
those
right
questions
name,
now.
I should say.
Now, I can
came
still
out of
beat
Chandru's mouth
Chandru.
at just
I
the
can
right
still
moment,
beat
just in the nick of
Chandru.
time, and that gives him
But
a
I'll
4-point
have to
lead
answer both of
over
them to do
Kevin
so.
Smets. So,
So let's see
Kevin,
if
you
can
have
do
the
this.
3-point question. You can look at this as a fun scrimmage because
Let's run some drills. Let's do
He
it.
wants to break the point record. Of course, he's gonna hit it.
if you're looking for all-time records, you might want to get this one right. Your 3-point question, you selected number 1, and that is Harry Potter movies.
Oh, come on.
And your question for 3 points and no greater meaning at all. In Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1, Harry is introduced to the Deathly Hallows through a tale of 3 brothers. What is the brother's last name?
I don't know. No, I lost because I have no idea. Would be a
Everell.
freaking Harry Potter question that doesn't.
3 points, and we are within 1.
Well,
And
yeah,
down
I
to the
lost.
last
But
question.
I'll still answer the
This
last
is the
question.
way
regardless.
that we like having these matches go,
pain in
Rage,
the ass.
because it's all on the line here.
Harry
Kevin Smets
Potter and
has
Lord of
been
the
in
Rings.
this situation
Honestly,
before.
I
He
think
answered
Harry
a little
Potter's
too
a bit
quickly the
more
last
my
time. He had
less
a
of.
chance to
I
compete
don't think
against
either of them are very
you in a
strong
live
for me, but
event,
I
and
would
now he has
say
a
that
chance to
between the
compete against
two,
Mike Kalinowski
I
in a
know a
live
little less
event
about Harry
if
Potter
he
because
can
I've
get this
rewatched
5-point
the
question.
Hobbit
How many
movies
JTEs do I
and a
have?
bit of Lord of the
You
Rings more
have
often
all
than I
3
watched
of
the
your
Harry Potter
JTEs
movies.
left. Does not mean you need to use them.
Although I've seen the Fantastic Beasts, I could probably
knows
get
he
you,
has
but
them.
names like that.
5-point
that's-
category is Star Trek.
Star Trek. Okay, this one I should
Star
probably.
Trek.
I can probably get this one, hopefully.
And your question is, for 5 points in the win, to go to the Schmoedown Spectacular, name the company that Scotty gives the futuristic formula of transparent aluminum to
Oh
in
God.
Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home.
Plexicorp.
And your winner, Kevin, the Smasher!
Look at that grown man, just kind of like rushing emotion. Oh, you can just see it's like son of a
It's
bitch.
an emotional moment. I mean,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We just
it
witnessed here
was
today.
Chandru
That's enough.
gave him a run.
Look, it was a good match. I really bothered that I didn't get the Bloody Baron. I should have known that one. And there was another one that I should have known. There was a couple that when I actually heard the answer, I'm like, I should have known that. But it's been so long since I had seen or watched that movie or show that it's why I didn't know the answer to that right off the bat. Like freaking Star Trek, for instance, I didn't know the FlexiCorp one. I definitely didn't know the name of the character from Deathly Hallows. I only saw each of those movies once. So I mean, there was a couple, and the Harry Potter one pisses me off because that really screwed me up. That really screwed me up because if it was opponent's choice, I wouldn't have chosen Harry Potter. If it's a category I'm not strong at, what's the point of me choosing the category? Obviously. But I digress. It was still a fun one to do. I didn't beat either of these guys, but it was only by that much that I didn't win. So I'm not that, well, at least on Smets' side of things. I lost 2 Smets by quite a bit. But again, Harry Potter, man. Sometimes you get... the category kept coming up. Seriously. Anyway, I digress. Thanks for watching, though. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you folks next time.